Good morning guys, it's the weekend here in New Zealand. It's Saturday morning and we thought we'd take you along for one of our usual trips that we would do as a family over the weekend. Pretty casual, but we're going to hit the park. We've got the dog. Where is he? We've got some scooters, we've got the football, and yeah, we're just going to hit the park. So we'll take you guys along and show you what our main park here in Auckland looks like.
My happy place. So welcome to Cornwall Park, guys. This is it. We're currently just at the car park now, but we'll walk up there and take you up the top and give you the view from up there. So yeah, it's actually a volcano. This whole park is a volcano. It last erupted about 67,000 years ago, which is the magma like cooled down, and that's what formed the actual cone up the top there. But you can see we're in the middle of the crater here. It's only like a three-sided crater. It kind of just goes around like that and then opens right out here. This is probably where all the lava like just flowed out right down there. But yeah, it's pretty cool for being pretty close to central Auckland. Let's go up the top.
So this is kind of like New Zealand's version of Central Park. There's lots of people come here to exercise. We've got a cafe, restaurant, a wedding venue. What else is here?
Well, the only difference between Central Park and this is that you get an absolutely incredible city-wide view at the top of this place.
Yeah, so we can walk up to the top of the volcano and we'll show you the view from the top. It's incredible.
That's actually kind of how it's opposite to Central Park, is that Central Park you're in all the high-rise buildings looking down getting a view of the park, but up here, or in this part, in Cornwall Park, you're up high in the park looking down at the rest of the city. So it's kind of...
Yeah, that's true.
Opposite.
That's true. Yeah, opposite, but this is, you know, if we were going to think of a park...
But it's our version.
Yeah, if we were going to think of New Zealand's most popular park, this is it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's a bit of a walk to the top, but it's worth it. Off-roading.
Shortcuts in there. So this whole mound cone thing here for the top of the mountain is all hardened lava.
And volcanic rock, eh?
Yep. Even the fences are all made out of volcanic rock. Someone wrote a message. It's pretty cool. It's quite a popular thing to do for people to write messages out of the stones down there. Then you come up the top of the mountain and you read it.
I think it says Gizmo.
Kyla wants to see what the message says.
It's like,
That's another one of our most famous volcanoes out there. And this is the view back to the city. That is New Zealand's biggest city.
You see all the string of boats?
yeah.
Going out to watch the racing.
Oh, the America's Cup racing.
Yeah.
Are they getting ready out there?
You see them, it's just like a long line of boats
I see it.
going out into the harbour.
All lining up for the America's Cup racing.
Yeah.
And there's our big volcano.
That was really buried.
Sir John Logan Campbell was the founder. He was called the father of Auckland. He's called the father of Auckland in later years. But yeah, this is the view from up top. So that's the city. Yeah. That's the city centre with the sky tower, and that is north facing. So that's where all the busy stuff is. That's east, out that way. Yeah, more volcanoes in the distance. So any little sort of like peaks that you can see. There's one there,
And Rangitoto.
one there. Rangitoto, there's a massive one out there
Cheltenham over there.
on the water. Yeah, there's one right there. Heaps of volcanoes. This is south facing. So this is out towards the airport. If you were to land in Auckland, you would come from that direction inwards. Big harbour out there, and then this is west. So this basically explains the Egyptian style obelisk of the monument that sits at the top of Cornwall Park. So if you just want to pause the screen and read it. And then there's also another one around the other side, I'll show you in a second, which basically explains the first Maori to ever visit these shores. So, which was a Polynesian explorer. So if you just want to pause the screen again and check it out. But anyway, so a brief little history of this park is that, so way back in the, I think it was the 1500s, a Maori tribe sort of took up settlement here, and then they had it for about 200 years, and then in the mid 1700s there was a major battle that took place all over this mountain. So as you can see here, you can kind of see it, there's just like a little sort of terrace of grass here, but they used to do that around the whole, going all the way down the mountain. They would dig out like these flat terraces and then build like a fence that would come up just at the edge there. So if you were invading the Pa, which was their name for like a fortress or a fort, they would you would have to scale a fence and then defeat the warriors that were waiting inside one area, and then you would have to defeat them and then scale another fence and then climb over. So it was incredibly hard to take over a Maori Pa. But they managed to do it. So there was a massive battle here in the 1700s, and then that tribe who took over it back then was they were there for about 150 years before they decided not to. They just basically walked off the land and sold it to a British settler, John Logan Campbell. So he was only 23 when he arrived in Auckland, and then in the later years his nickname was the Father of Auckland. So yeah, and he donated this park basically. He bought it off the Maoris, or he bought it off another settler, and then he acquired the land and he gifted it to the city of Auckland. He didn't allow any houses to be built on it except for one, which was his house that he originally had here. And we'll show you the house when we go and visit it. We'll go inside. You can actually go inside the house. It's kind of been set up as like a little museum, so we can go in there and have a look at, you know, a bit of history in there as well.
Yeah. Let's go down. Another long-standing activity that's been going on in this park is archery. So down there is a full working archery club. We'll go this way.
Yep.
Go around the crater. The grass is beautiful.
One person, next person.
This is a sheep gate.
It's called a sheep gate. Oh yeah, look at that. That sound is to ward off the sheep.
No, it's just an old gate.
Yeah, just needs a bit of oil. Anti-sheep noise. We thought we'd take the go off the beaten track. Although this looks pretty well beaten.
Yeah. The scenic route.
Yep.
Also offers a bit of shade, which is nice.
Yep. Imagine putting a water slide down there. Or see that middle bit there, the track, that you just have a jump that goes off there and go flying down. So this has always been one of our favourite spots. We've, what have we done here? We celebrated an anniversary here.
We had our engagement photos here.
Yep, but what about that picnic we had?
Yep, we've had, oh yeah, our anniversary sunset picnic.
Yep. So there's a few special moments at this park. We love it here. It's pretty cool. It's always been, even I remember coming here heaps as a kid too. In fact, I remember one time I got dragged along. I was pretty young. I think I was probably only about 7 or 8. And I got dragged along by the neighbours who were a little bit older than me. And they brought me to this park, and it was around Halloween time. And all these people had dressed up as like witches and stuff like that. And they were all like running around through all the trees and forests. And I remember driving past in the car, seeing them all. And it really freaked me out. But anyway, yeah, that's the sort of stuff that people do here. They, you know, they get really involved, and they put on. I mean, are there any like festivals or anything that are held at this park or anything? Or
Yes, there's the blues festival.
oh yeah, there's a blues music festival. And also the other thing that I was going to mention is that this is actually a fully working farm. So it's covered in farm animals. There's cows, there's sheep, there's all sorts. I think there's goats, but there's actually like a farm that you can go to and like your kids can, you know, pet the animals and feed them and stuff like that. But yeah, when you bring a dog here like we have, you have to keep them on a lead at all time just because of the farm animals that are around. And it's especially incredible when you come here in the springtime and all the little lambs are walking around. So you get a lot of tourists that come here and want to take photos and you know, with lambs and stuff like that, because you can just literally walk through the middle of the park and you're just surrounded by lambs and sheep. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
One time we stumbled across a cow that had just been born minutes before while we were walking here, and it was all like the baby was right there and all bloodied and everything. Yeah, and it had just given birth and we're just walking past.
Nice. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
So in this park there is actually also a cafe and a restaurant. So we're about to go into the cafe and grab a coffee, and then we might kick the ball around. You keen? Keen, Denzi? You keen for me to smash you?
What the?
Pit stop for Carlo.
Here in New Zealand we have what's called a cafe culture, which is basically what you see behind me is a cafe. We have cafes everywhere, and it's quite a big culture in New Zealand to meet at a cafe, have a coffee, have lunch out. It's kind of a lifestyle choice for us. So if we were going to meet a friend, we don't usually meet in each other's houses, although you can, but normally we would meet at a cafe. So we would get coffee, breakfast or brunch or lunch, and the type of food they serve there is like bacon and eggs for brunch, or there's like gourmet salads, burgers, that kind of thing you can get at any cafe. So I don't know if you guys have a cafe culture over in America, but yeah, if you guys are interested, we can show you a little bit more about our cafe culture. We're quite passionate about it. It's quite a huge part of our lifestyle here. Ice cream stop. Juicies. Yeah, choose a juicy. Pit stop, time to refuel. We just got takeaway today from the cafe over there, through there. So we got coffees. Coffee.
Pit stop, refuel.
Yep.
The dog just ran off.
Yeah, Kylo just took off, so we just had to chase him through the park.
You're naughty, aren't you?
He's super naughty at the moment. We're still trying to train him.
Naughty. Shake paws. Shake paws. Kylo. Shake paws. Good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. Sit. Sit. Stay.
Good boy. He's just mischief.
Yep.
He loves the park though.
Loves the
I think
park.
this is his first time at this park.
Yeah, it might be.
I think he's getting a lot of different dog butts around here.
A lot of butt sniffing going on.
Heaps of flavours at the park.
Like,
Yeah, trolls. Sometimes I just don't know how to control the power. What happens when you've got Kiwi Kicker for a dad?
Here we go.
this thing doesn't fit me anymore.
Why not?
I've had this for about like 3 years.
I think it still fits.
Well, just.
Yeah. Scooter time. We're currently in a part of Cornwall Park called Twin Oak Drive, which is basically a long road lined with trees that you can walk and scooter and bike and exercise down, and it is beautiful. We found some sheep, so we're going off road to show you some sheep.
Guys, I found an acorn.
You found an acorn. Oh, that's cool. I'll throw it at your sister. Kylo's interested in the sheep, although he should be used to them because we live on a farm that has sheep.
He can smell their dingleberries. Somebody needs to Google dingleberry to find out what it is.
Yeah. Show me your best sheep impression. Do the mouth one that you do.
What was that? Oh yeah.
Excuse me. Denzi, it's a competition between you and Dad. Show me your best sheep bar. You know the special one that he taught you?
How do you do it? Oh!
Do yours.
How do you do it again? Kind of forgot.
Denzi's good at it.
You go like this. So you go like this.
No, you need to pull it tight. You need to pull your lips tight. Oh!
Try it again.
Oh! Oh!
No, that's not good.
Let's go sneak up on a sheep.
This is the restaurant that's inside the park, so you can come here and have a dinner. There's also a wedding venue inside the park as well, so you can get married in here. This one's Acacia Cottage. It was moved to the site, so it wasn't originally here. Let's have a look inside.
Oh. This must have been his old bedroom.
Yep, this is his old bedroom. It's like a little museum
For
now.
sure. This was the lounge. Definitely. I think that's a study. Oh no, it's like a lounge.
What's this?
Must have been like the study dining area.
Oh, the lounge, yeah.
I told you Atlanta. Ooh, the bedroom.
What else have we got? Oh, this is the dining room.
Oh, that much. Oh, I think it's the kitchen. It's the kitchen.
Maybe the kitchen's in here.
No, that's another bedroom.
Oh, another bedroom.
Yeah, that's the kitchen.
And that's the park.
The original James Logan Campbell house where he stayed.
Hui a lot.
Sweet. Stationary.
Oh yeah, there's that volcano.
And there's more sheep, cow paddocks and sheep paddocks.
That's some people climbing the hill that we just climbed. Oh, that's actually Sir John climbing the hill that we just climbed up. That's an aerial view. Oh, that's the Acacia Cottage we just went in. That's them shifting it. So, like we said, this is a full working farm here.
Oh, yeah. All the different birds.
Interactive area.
Oh, we saw that one dead.
And our sheep.
They're vaccinating calves and weighing the lambs.
Ah, yeah. That's what they're doing today. Just making a quick phone call. Looks like an old London phone booth. So that's it, guys. That's our version of Central Park here in New Zealand, Auckland specifically. I hope you enjoyed that and a little bit of the history lesson. You might be able to pick up why we talk certain ways or our language is certain ways, because we've got quite deep roots in England. So some of the earliest settlers in New Zealand were from England, and
A lot of our slang is developed from their language,
yeah,
from their words.
yeah. And also we are under,
But we've also got our own. We've got our
We
own.
do,
So
we
we've
have
got
our
like
own.
sweet as and
we could do another video on that.
yeah, like I'm keen
Yeah,
to do that.
New Zealand slang, it is
Or another
quite
one they
something
would
else.
another one they were saying in the last one was I reckon.
I reckon.
I reckon.
So, as well, we are under the Commonwealth. So we're actually under the Queen, interestingly, aren't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
So we're one of the Commonwealth countries. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. We're so hot. It is just so hot here today.
So hot today.
We've started suffering. So we're going to head home. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was awesome. Good fun.
That was fun. That's it from us. Enjoy your weekend.
We'll see you in the next
See
one.
you guys.
See ya. Bye.